Veni, Emmanuel is possibly the oldest of our more notable carol hymns. In some quarters, it is believed that monastery monks composed the original hymn of 7 verses. They would sing 1 verse per day at Vespers, the late afternoon or early evening canonical hour of prayer, for 7 straight days prior to Christmas Eve. The music may have evolved over the years from Gregorian chant, based on several plainsong phrases of the Kyrie that were supposedly found in ancient French missals. The original words, possibly Latin antiphons, known as the 7 greater antiphons, or great O antiphons of Advent, because each of them began with the interjection O for the Messiah as he was addressed in various Old Testament texts, may date from the 9th century or earlier. However, the Latin lyrics of this carol can only be definitely traced back to 1710. The English conversion, O come, Emmanuel, was the creation of Reverend John Mason Neale, an eccentric Anglican priest with Catholic proclivities, who was also a composer and translator. Neale's first translation was produced in 1851. 2 years later, he wrote another one with altered text. Another Anglican, Thomas Helmore, produced a haunting melody 3 years later in hymnal noted to go with Neale's 1851 translation, and for the next 22 years a number of other settings were composed. Supposedly, Helmore changed some plain songs from the 12th or 13th century, but the oldest known predecessor is a 15th century processional used by Franciscan nuns. Because of his expertise in plainsong and Gregorian chant, Helmore was closely associated with the Reverend Neale, and complemented Neale's scholarly work with ancient Greek and Latin texts. In 1906, Thomas Alexander Lacy produced another English version. Today, Veni Emmanuel is generally sung in 4 or fewer stanzas, and it is rare to find a hymnal carrying all 7 stanzas. But there is no doubt that the possibly long and storied evolution of this beloved carol hymn has provided us with a sacred and exceptional Christmas gift.
Zum Kapitel Israel.
That was Veni Emmanuel by the RCA Victor Singers. The next carol will be about drinking in the name of good cheer to others everywhere. See you next time, everyone.